Welcome, cartel members, Anons, Facebook friends, Twitter followers. Thanks for joining me. My name is Julio, and I am the Theorizing Theorist. And today we're going to be doing a quick update, doing things a little bit different. We're going to dive right on in. So, this kid right here, supposedly, let's just read. I missed most of the lie. The little boy found wandering is another odd case. The parents were on vacation in LA, I think, and the kid was with his grandfather. The boy was described as a runner, escape artist, and he got away. And for some reason, the grandfather was arrested. The little boy looked so abused and sad. Oh my God, what are people doing to the kids? And then I go, the father was military, I think. At least that's the cover story. So I heard that he was in the Air Force. The father was in the Air Force. That's what I heard from one of these comments on this same, I think, video on YouTube. So let's see here. The grandparent brought the child to visit a person who's in the military. They didn't put on the security system, and the little boy unlocked the door and took off. If that's the only thing that happened, his charges will most likely be dropped after parenting classes. This could happen to anyone. And then Susie goes, actually, I saw a picture of this baby being held by his grandpa, and he looks happy and fun. He probably pressed his face up against a grate or fence looking for his house. LE staff should have washed his face before they took his picture. Let's see here. And then somebody responds to Susie Carter, thank you. He just looks so pitiful, and that's probably why they use a picture, sympathy, empathy, and finding missing kids. Good to know he's okay and cared for. I hope someone is going to keep an eye on him to make sure. Not normal for a 4-year-old to run away from home. And we most definitely are going to keep an eye on him. At least this cartel member. You guys can do what you want. I want to know his name. I want to know any info I can get. Any links, please comment down below, guys. I need your help. This cartel is useless to me if you're not willing to help me a little bit. Some of you guys. I don't need all y'all. But, info. You guys have been doing good. You guys have been doing excellent. I can't even complain, really. So anyway, yeah, I want links on this guy, pictures, whatever we can get on this kid. I've been looking. I can't find a thing except for the initial report. So anyway, diving into Leslie Pinkerton. Okay, we've all heard the name. Pretty famous gal, apparently. And she wants to take the time to say, I would like to take your time to thank all of those people who are standing behind our family in this horrible time of need, and ask that the uneducated people that have uneducated remarks to keep remarks to themselves. Again, thank you for all who care and are supportive of our family and our baby Cash. Now, I can't help but cringe every time they call it their baby Cash. I mean, somebody else said, they were being real, and I couldn't but agree. You have a kid for 2 months, you don't love that kid. You know what I mean? Like, kind of, you care for it, you love it like you love every other human being, but love it like your own kid? I feel bad for your real kids, man. Anyway, Sherry goes, we love you, and we love sweet little Cash. Now, let's see here. Here's a picture of Kurt Pinkerton. And they look like a regular family, if I'm being honest. And I'm assuming they are. They look nice and loving, and the way they're approaching everything on Facebook seems to be very consistent, in my opinion, with somebody that thinks they are telling the truth and thinks they are being forthcoming, let's just say. Now, I wonder if they know everything that their daughter Monica was involved with, or who knows, right? So comment below your thoughts on that. But as far as I'm concerned, as far as the face value of it, Leslie and Kurt Pinkerton don't seem to be too guilty, except for the fact that they gave the key to Mr. Brown, and they let him live there for 9 months. Now, there's some breaking info in here. I'm going to tell you here in a minute. Just stay tuned. So obviously this is her. I'm just going over some information. Lives in Dallas, 258 friends. So it could be a sock account. Some people are really good at creating multiple socks accounts and, friends of the sock accounts. And they have lots of time on their hand, let's just say. But again, if we're taking everything at face value, this is a real account. Not too popular of a girl, but still. Lots of Pinkerton'S on her friends list and whatnot. So there's a girl I want to interview, or talk to, or email, anything, any way I can get a hold of her. And I'm hoping she watches these videos. If not, hopefully maybe one of my cartel members knows her and can reach out to her and ask her to email me at an allamericancartelllc@gmail.com. And you can also hit the like button while we're here, and subscribe if you're not subscribed. I was checking my analytics the other day, and it looks like 30% of you aren't subscribed. So that's okay, but please just subscribe. Just do it. Doesn't hurt you. You can just, change your bell notifications to none. I don't know. Anyway, guys, here's some more info on Leslie Pinkerton. Make sure you get your comments in down below and join us down in the comment section below. That's where all the fun happens. All the info gets traded, like most, videos and stuff that are like this. Check out the comment section. A lot of people, it's like a collective, consciousness, or whatever you want to call it, a collective thinking, or a think tank, or, the more the better. That's the way I feel. So I don't know why all the competition and whatnot. It seems silly to me. But here's the girl I want to interview, Angelina Francesca. She seems to know a lot about this family. Funny how your trash druggy grandson Cameron deleted his Facebook. His default photo was a Grim Reaper holding a machete. Wendy Rooker goes, Angelina Francesca Cam, if you ever read this, don't listen to this lady. You are not trash, and at age 18, you have more class than this privileged nobody. Sorry so many middle-aged adults choose to harass you and your siblings. And I kind of agree. Everyone should be considered innocent until proven guilty. I'm reporting on this stuff, so it's my job. It's what I do for people that are interested. But as far as going there and harassing them and assuming that they're already guilty, I'm not for that. So anyway, Darylyn lived in the home for 10 months with his brother Alex. He knew the home layout, so many let cash down. Only God can judge you, and he will. And then Kurt Pinkerton opens his mouth and goes, Karen Davis, you're absolutely right. Only God can judge each individual on what he sees as wrong, not on what people here see as wrong, because he is the only judge. We accept his judgment because we believe in it. So he's pretty much saying that he read all that and didn't deny any of what he was being accused of. So I think it's safe to say that, yes, indeed, Alex Brown and Darian Brown lived at the Pinkerton's. So Tina G. Armstrong, well, liar, liar, pants on fire. Video shows Monica had DB living at her house, so why the lies? Kimmy Garriott Jones, it was confirmed that he did not have an ankle monitor. I feel like you aren't getting all the story from them. Surprise. Kurt Pinkerton. Abby Perkins, you saw one camera because, and this is from Kurt Pinkerton, that is the entire business of what happened. She had many cameras, but no one needs to know that a room was empty or someone got to go to the bathroom. Abby Perkins, why would you think they owe the public an answers? Let police handle it. And that's, I don't know. That's up for debate. Anyway, it's very telling what Mr. Kurt Pinkerton is saying. So multiple cameras. He wasn't seen on any of them. The kid showed us the walkthrough, so I guess it's safe to assume that there was no cameras there. So, and by there I mean like in that route, he says. So I'm not telling you what to do, says I'm just trying to help you. Do you see all the negativity already? Comments just on this post. We love you, Les. Angelina Francesca, we live in Tennessee. Thank you very much. And yes, I already know she fucking hates me, but that doesn't mean I don't love her still. And no, I'm not trying to say hush, hush. Jesus, I have 4 little ones myself. Get real. I was only saying for her and her husband's protection if they say something incriminating, because I know her and her husband ain't got anything to do with this situation at all, but I know how the system is too, and they will twist and fuck your words up. So hell no, I don't trust our system. Look how many innocent goes away for life because of this system. So only protecting them. But yes, I'm done kissing her ass. She's a bitch, so I'm done with it. It is fucked up situation and story. Another thing, I don't know me at all, Ella, laughing my ass off. How are you going to say I'm a lowlife? That thrives on hurting people for my own personal gain. Do you fucking realize that I operate a nonprofit organization for abused women and children? Oh my gosh. No, I didn't. So don't say shit when you don't know shit. Ignorance. That's concerning. Just, I'm not going to say anything else. Anyway. So Leslie Pinkerton, and I thought at first when I read this that she was just trying to cover her tracks and whatnot and make it seem like it wasn't her and all the screenshots weren't of her, but she's left the posts up. So let's read what she says. Someone is impersonating me, going into chat rooms and talking to people using my information. If you're talking to someone that says they are me, it's not me. I do not get on social media, and since my grandson has been murdered, I have chose to stay off of Facebook as well. See, it's so gross how she's talking like it's her grandson, and then to say he was murdered. Like, I lost a nephew. He was 11 years old, like a son to me. I wouldn't be saying I wasn't on Facebook at all. And it was a sudden death too. So anyway, Caridad Solis, that's Benny Keys. He's famous for doing that to a lot of people. So Benny Keys seems to be famous for being an absolute troll. So congratulations, Benny Keys. You are King Troll, I guess. That's your goal in life, apparently. I mean, it does get you, it doesn't even get you subs, man. Your subs suck. You don't have that many. You have diehards for sure, but I don't know, man. I don't know about you. Anyway, Kurt Pinkerton is the guy here. I did a little bit of digging on him, so go find him on Facebook. And like I said, they have all their posts still up and running for everyone to see. So again, to me, these aren't actions of murderers or Satanists. These are just actions of cold-blooded losers. You know what I mean? There's lots of people like that. I just don't. Like, they are money hungry. I'm sorry. They have, if you go check out their Facebook, they have GoFundMe set up trying to get money for every little thing, which maybe is normal, but then you see the lawsuit they filed against Walmart, and it's an obvious frivolous law. I mean, not obvious to me. In my opinion, it seems obvious. That it sounds obvious, at least. I mean, who knows? Maybe it's 100% legit. So some people have seen photos and screenshotted them and shown them to Kurt, asked him if they were in fact Mr. Brown or one of the Browns. Such a horrible name considering all the racial overtone on this thing, and having to call a black gentleman that's a murderer a Brown. It almost seems like I'm being racist, right? Anyway, some creepy pictures here. There's one where I think the dad took a picture of her daughter. She's showing her back. It's not the one here in the middle. It's not that one. It's a different one. It's a lot more revealing of her back. And you can see the dad's toe, like he's laying in bed, and she's looking at him really like weird. Like, it's a creepy photo, and he writes like, my beautiful daughter or gorgeous daughter or sexy daughter. I can't remember what he wrote. Something creepy as fuck. And I was just like, ooh. But again, Trump said he would marry, whatever her name was. But anyway, that's another story. Why is there another voice in the second surveillance video? And here's where the breaking news comes. Not the voice, but anyway. Kirsten Winder, so many questions. Kirsten Winder, I didn't hear it. I heard lay down, go back to sleep. That doesn't sound like he was startled and ran or attempting to take the other twin. Sounds like a babysitter to me. And I couldn't agree more. The actions of the people were completely different. Maybe he was high on the first one and wasn't high on the second one, Exactly. I don't trust those meth heads. Samantha Renee goes, hey, he also says in the video, you got your nice crib going on, and now you got the room. What the fuck? Would he say that? Because he knows he just killed his brother and no longer has to share the crib? That's why. It's dangerous to make assumptions factual. Anyway, Pierre Jacobs goes... Or, I'm sorry, Chauncey Chantel goes, Pierrette Jacobs, do you have a clear audio of this being said? If so, can you send it? Because I can't make out anything in the surveillance video that was posted, and I'm not sure how to enhance the audio of a video. So she was handing it out. She was telling it. A lot of people were asking, so go there if you want and ask her. I'm sure she'd be more than willing to share her audio or whatever she has. So... we're going to skip all those comments because there was about 10 comments of people looking, which is great. A lot of eyes on this. So Candy Craig, same. I heard either you're not asleep or go back to sleep, lay down. I still don't think these videos are from that night. They are not time-stamped. And that is an excellent point. And what I wanted to bring up real quick was Amanda S. If you haven't heard from her or of her, look her up on YouTube and on TikTok. She has a video showing somebody, you could hear the door opening and closing, or a door opening and closing with the gentleman, I think it's Brown, in the morning time standing there. So go check that out. Tell her an All-American Cartel sent you. Amanda S with the capital S, and I think it's all one word. So let's go back to this story here. I just want to share. That was the breaking news. When you hear it, it's going to break your jaw. That's how breaking news this thing is. I mean, she enhanced it and she points it out, and I just do not know how we missed it. But it's clear as day. You could hear the click. You could hear the little thing pop into the hole. It's insane. So let me go ahead and continue back and start reading this again. So where were we? They are not timestamped, but I'm sure this will out as more info comes out. I just can't wrap my mind around how a bloody napkin gets in the bathroom sink. How not a single sound heard anything. How did they not hear a door being kicked in, as Cameron claimed? Too many unanswered questions, just like Monica and Cameron saying they have never heard or knew of Darian, but then now they do. She even said he babysat those kids before while grocery shopping. It's just weird and mind-boggling. And now, of course, we know a lot more than that, but this is obviously posted way back on Thursday of last week, apparently, or maybe, last week. Send me your audio, please. So again, just go ask Pierre Jacobs. I'm sure she'll share it with you. Tell her an All-American Cartel sent you. Why not? The cops said it is from the same night as it's a rolling footage. Also, they just added 2 more charges to Darian Brown's case. New video surveillance footage shows Darian Brown attempted to break into a neighbor's car wearing the same shoes he wore in night vision video. Now, that's all allegedly. He can get off. I'm not going to comment. I'm just saying we don't know. Samantha Renee, she never said he babysat. She said her daughter was babysitting the kids while grocery shopping, and when she came home, Darian Brown was there, and she told him that he needed to leave. The issue is multiple media outlets were saying different things, but in Monica's interview to the Daily Beast, she did say that her older son knew DB, but they weren't good friends. And then Pierre Jacobs goes, why in his interview with Daily Mail did Cameron say he was good friends with Brown as he stood outside with the press towards the end of that interview? He said, quote, friends ain't nothing, evil, no reason, literally no reason. It's just all fishy. I've seen all the videos. It's odd that the public police report has Monica reporting a burglary the night before he was taken and killed. Look it up. It doesn't make sense. I find it a bit odd that no one heard anything. Their story changed. The sheer of a family has an entire book of rap sheets for theft, assault, and drug charges. Her mom, this guy Kurt, and herself. Regardless of those videos, if you don't play the audio, he doesn't look startled. Play the audio, he doesn't sound startled. He seems confused. The video of him supposedly creeping from Jose's camera could have very well been from when he was over at her house. We don't know. Again, I'm not saying he's not the one. I'm just saying it's all a bit weird. That's true. He could have been looking for Monica. Monica told him not to come around. I don't want you. Maybe he was like, oh shit, is Monica home? So anyway, that's not good friends. I have a lot of friends, but do I hang out with them a lot or call them? No, you can think someone is a friend from high school, but still not know them well. The video shows him creeping into another neighbor's yard, not Monica's. That neighbor also has a young boy. Then there's another video of him trying to break into somebody's car. Darian Brown was the killer, and he is guilty of killing that child, and I will bet money to that. They just added 2 more charges to his case, including injury to a child. The DNA is still coming back. A lot of y'all are going to look really silly for defending a child killer. I'm sure he sexually assaulted that child, and his DNA is on that child's body. Now, I would disagree. I feel like they would have charged him already if they had their case, but they don't. So they're hoping to God that fucking DNA comes back with his name all over it. Yes, he said he knew him from high school. Chances are if you live in the same neighborhood, also you went to the same school district. And then Samantha Renee goes to Pierre. And sorry if I'm butchering your name. That could be the case, but I'm not defending him. I'm just stating that there was a call from their house made the night before. And here's another breaking thing that I don't think a lot of people caught. That boy, Cameron, said he wasn't his friend, but then in an interview said he was. It's all odd, sad and odd. I'm not defending him, just some things don't make sense. Like, where are his glasses? How did he have time to change? How did no one hear him the first or second with all those people? Where is the video of the so-called witness that this man, Mr. Pinkerton, said videotaped it? Why didn't they call the cops? It's no defending a killer. It's saying shit don't make sense. Why was Carter just crawling back into bed at 3 to 3:30 in the morning? Do you feel me? Now, the breaking part that I wanted to share with you guys, so you guys can read the other parts if you want. I'm going to talk for a second. The breaking part is that the reports say that the phone call was made at a certain time, right? But like at 6:53. But the picture of Darian Brown, or what is allegedly Darian Brown, in the morning with the second child, Carter Gernon, that was at 7-something a.m. So she made the call to the cops, and then 15, 20 minutes later, the second, he came back in and saw the second kid. So here's the bigger breaking part. Somebody, that lady, that Angelica lady, whatever her name was, that I want to interview, whatever, she's dropping some bombs like she knows the family. So let's take a look at what she posted. Sheila Nelson, she is not his grandmother, and not his grandmother by choice either. Monica is not his mother. It is very unfortunate Trevor and his sons got mixed up with this toxic, dysfunctional family. So that tells me she's probably siding with Trevor, which to me, I've heard Trevor was a drug, just as bad, if not worse. He should probably be looked at. Anyway, you all are on drugs. Monica has a million different names. She had a child that died as an infant, and one of her husbands died at 26. Now, isn't that something? Coming from a money-hungry family, I bet you, and I wonder if she didn't collect a little dough off of that death. Those cases will be reopened. That's nice to know. I want to know if you have any information on that 26-year-old husband. Comment down below. Monica changes her last name every time she gets a new boyfriend. She changes her last name to her boyfriend's. Talk about crazy, which makes sense about how she's so possessive, or claims possession of these kids. One guy she was seeing broke up with her once. He found out she is a drug addict, nut job, and she showed up to his family's vacation home with a gun, threatening to kill herself. She lied so many times about being pregnant. She threatens guys if they try and break up with her. She has threatened to slit someone's throat. And she has robbed people and threatened them with her nut job mother's boyfriend. Man, that just gives me chills. Makes me suspect Monica, if I'm just being honest. The Pinkerton guy, the well-known Pinkerton family, known for drugs, violent crimes, and absolute vile. Who knows what she's going to say next. But that gives me chills, yo. People, cartellers. This lady could just be trying to, make it sound like it was Monica. She knows that the poor boy probably got his throat slit. And she puts that in there because she knows people like me will connect that or add that to the evidence. But please, guys, understand these are all theories. I am the theorizing theorist. None of this is factual. If you ask me, the only factual thing in life is God. So don't take anything without a grain of salt, put it that way. So people, vile people is what he said, remember? So Monica needs to finally go down. She's ruined so many people's lives. She tries suing anyone and anything just to make money. Now, I haven't seen any losses from Monica, but I have from Leslie. But what was Monica in jail for? Her mother, Leslie, is no better. You both are disgusting, trying to get money from people for the death of a child you failed to protect. In all honesty, dude, I have some wild theories that fit this whole thing of them being so money hungry, and then the GoFundMe. I'm just going to say, what if they killed this kid just because they thought they would get big money on GoFundMe? They see all these George Floyds and all these other people getting big money, and they thought, you know what? I don't know. That's just a crazy, half-assed, half-witted, quick theory, off the cuff, off the hip. So you are involved, Monica. Will not get away with this. She thinks she is, but she's on radar. The whole family is, actually. Y'all can't delete, erase any evidence. You sloppy criminals leave a trace wherever you go. Time to go down and let justice be served. And P.S. Kimmy Garriott Jones, shut the fuck up. Stop kissing your sister's ass. She treats you like shit. She has your whole life. Enough is enough. Stop sticking up for a person you know is evil and awful. So that's all I have for you guys. Go check out their Facebooks before they delete it. Screenshot what you can. Send it to me if you find it relevant or pertinent to something in this investigation. Very much appreciated. And with that, guys, check the description down below. Donate, like, subscribe, share, follow, and you know the routine. As always, to God be the glory.